Welcome back, you absolute legends of logic. Today we're breaking down the undeniable truth of why Netflix is better than Disney+. It's the ultimate showdown. The OG streaming giant versus the one with the talking mouse. Get ready because we're about to explain why one is a global entertainment empire and the other is basically your niece's favorite babysitter. This is going to be brutal. Let's get into it. The sheer volume of original content is simply unbeatable. Let's be brutally honest. This isn't even a fair fight. It's like comparing the Amazon rainforest to a well-manicured suburban garden. Netflix drops hundreds of original series, films, and specials every single year, creating a tidal wave of new content that is genuinely impossible to keep up with. Disney+, on the other hand, carefully rations out its handful of Marvel and Star Wars shows as if they're precious heirlooms, leaving subscribers staring at the same menu for months on end. While Disney+ asks, "Have you rewatched The Mandalorian for the 5th time yet?" Netflix asks, "What new universe do you want to explore today?" This endless pipeline isn't just about quantity, it's about the glorious, overwhelming freedom of choice. You can dive into a Korean drama, a Spanish thriller, a British comedy, and an American sci-fi epic all in one weekend, all of them brand new. Disney+ offers you a deep dive into its own history, which is lovely, but it's a closed loop. Netflix is an ever-expanding universe of storytelling. Finishing everything on Disney+ is a weekend challenge. Finishing everything on Netflix is a statistical impossibility. One is a library, the other is the entire publishing industry. Netflix offers true genre diversity, not just family-friendly fare. Let's be perfectly clear, Disney+ is a theme park. It's a beautiful, polished, and wonderfully safe place to visit if your entire personality revolves around Marvel, Star Wars, or animated musicals. But what if you're an adult? What if you want gritty crime dramas, terrifying horror, complex political thrillers, or comedies that aren't afraid to be crude? Disney+ basically pats you on the head and offers you another episode of Bluey. Netflix, on the other hand, is the entire city. One minute you're deep in a mind-bending sci-fi epic like Dark, the next you're laughing at a raunchy animated series like Big Mouth, and you can cap the night off with a blood-soaked action film from Indonesia. The platform doesn't just cater to every taste, it actively cultivates them. It assumes its audience is intelligent, mature, and has a palate for more than just a single, meticulously controlled flavor profile. While Disney+ is busy making sure every piece of content fits its squeaky clean brand image, Netflix is out there funding the weird, the challenging, and the genuinely provocative. It's the difference between a curated museum exhibit and a sprawling, chaotic, and infinitely more interesting art festival. Pause the debate. All right, keyboard warriors and armchair critics, now it's your turn. We've laid out our case, but we know you've got more. Drop your most savage, smartest, or funniest reason why Netflix reigns supreme in the comments below. And yes, we're judging every single one. The best clapbacks will be immortalized in a future Users Edition. Don't hold back. Let's see what you've got. Its recommendation algorithm actually understands what you want to watch. The Netflix algorithm is a modern marvel of digital clairvoyance. It's that friend who listens intently, remembers that one obscure movie you mentioned 6 months ago, and then finds 5 more just like it from 3 different countries. It delves into the granular details of your viewing habits, pacing, genre mashups, directorial style, even color palettes, to build a profile so scarily accurate, you start to wonder if Reed Hastings is hiding in your bushes. It unearths hidden gems and suggests shows you didn't even know you were in the mood for, leading you down glorious rabbit holes of discovery. The Disney+ algorithm, by comparison, is a well-meaning but clueless uncle. Its entire logic is, "Oh, you watched a thing with a superhero? Well, let me show you literally every other thing we have with a superhero." It doesn't learn, it just points. It's not a recommendation engine, it's a giant, flashing arrow pointing to Marvel, Star Wars, or Pixar. Netflix is playing 4D chess with your subconscious, creating a bespoke, ever-evolving homepage that feels like a personal film festival. Disney+ is just shuffling its limited deck of corporate trump cards and hoping you haven't seen one of them yet. One feels like magic, the other feels like marketing. The binge-watching model is the superior viewing experience. Netflix didn't just create a feature, it sparked a cultural revolution by handing the remote control back to the viewer. The binge model is an act of trust. It says, here is a complete, brilliantly crafted story. Consume it at your own pace. Live in this world for a weekend. We trust you to manage your own time. It's a modern approach for a modern audience. Disney Plus, on the other hand, clings to the archaic, patronizing weekly release schedule of 1980s network television. It's a transparently manipulative tactic designed to artificially prolong buzz and keep you subscribed out of sheer frustration. It shatters narrative momentum, forcing you out of the story just as things get interesting. Trying to remember intricate plot details from a week ago is a chore, not a pleasure. The so-called water cooler effect is a myth in the digital age. Netflix shows like Squid Game or Stranger Things don't just dominate the conversation, they become the conversation in a massive, explosive cultural event. Disney Plus offers a slow, frustrating trickle that feels less like an event and more like content rationing. Netflix gives you the whole damn meal because it's confident in the quality of the feast. Disney Plus gives you a single carrot stick every Tuesday and asks you to please come back next week. Netflix is the undisputed king of international shows and movies. While Disney Plus thinks international means setting a Marvel post-credits scene in a European cafe, Netflix has been quietly building a global storytelling empire that puts Hollywood to shame. It doesn't just acquire foreign content, it actively invests in and produces it, unearthing incredible stories from every corner of the globe. This strategy gave us world-stopping phenomena like South Korea's Squid Game, Spain's La Casa de Papel, Money Heist, and Germany's mind-bending Dark. These weren't niche art house hits. They were global cultural juggernauts that dominated conversations in dozens of languages. Netflix understands that talent is universal, not just concentrated in Southern California. It trusts local creators to tell authentic stories for local audiences, which, paradoxically, gives them universal appeal. Disney Plus exports American culture and hopes the world buys it. Netflix imports the world's culture and shares it with everyone. Its platform is a passport, offering instant access to the creative pulse of Brazil, India, Nigeria, and beyond. For Disney, the rest of the world is a market. For Netflix, the rest of the world is a studio. It's the difference between a multinational corporation and a truly global community of storytellers. One is broadcasting, the other is connecting. It creates new cultural phenomenons instead of just recycling old IP. Netflix is a creator, Disney Plus is a curator. While Disney Plus meticulously manages its established brands, essentially acting as a high-budget fan fiction machine for its own universe, Netflix is out in the wilderness, forging entirely new mythologies from scratch. It starts with a blank page and a bold idea, giving us world-stopping events like Stranger Things, Squid Game, Bridgerton, and The Queen's Gambit. These weren't based on 50 years of comic books or beloved animated classics. They were pure, audacious gambles that created their own fandoms and became integral parts of the cultural conversation. They felt fresh, unpredictable, and genuinely new. Disney's strategy, however brilliant in its execution, is fundamentally risk-averse. It's about filling in the gaps. What was Boba Fett doing all that time? What happened to Loki after Endgame? These are questions for existing fans. Netflix asks questions for everyone. What if a deadly children's game became a global obsession? It's the difference between building a new empire and simply adding another floor to the existing castle. Netflix is writing the next chapter of pop culture, while Disney is busy annotating the footnotes of its own history. Netflix isn't afraid of mature, complex, and adult-oriented storytelling. Stepping into the Netflix library is like walking into a bookstore with a massive, uncensored adult fiction section. It's a place that respects your intelligence and emotional maturity, offering up dark, morally ambiguous masterpieces like Ozark, Mindhunter, and The Crown. These shows grapple with the messy, complicated, and often uncomfortable realities of human nature: greed, corruption, trauma, and betrayal. They don't offer easy answers or clean resolutions because life doesn't. Netflix understands that its audience doesn't need to be shielded from difficult themes. In stark contrast, Disney Plus operates under a strict, self-imposed brand purity test. Every piece of content must pass through the family-friendly filter, resulting in a sanitized world where even the villains are charming, and the stakes, while seemingly high, rarely venture into genuinely disturbing territory. Anything that might be too complex or challenging is shunted off to Hulu. This creates a creative ceiling where even its most mature content feels like it's pulling its punches. Netflix treats you like a grown-up capable of handling challenging art. Disney Plus treats you like a permanent resident of its magic kingdom, where nothing truly bad is ever allowed to happen. Its stand-up comedy specials are in a league of their own. This isn't even a debate. It's a knockout in the first round. Netflix single-handedly resurrected the stand-up special, transforming it from a niche cable event into a global cultural moment. The platform became the de facto stage for every comedic titan of our generation. Dave Chappelle, Ricky Gervais, Ali Wong, John Mulaney, Hannah Gadsby. They don't just host comedy, they curate and define it. Netflix gives comedians unprecedented creative freedom and a 9-figure budget to match, resulting in specials that are more like cinematic events than simple stage recordings. They've built an archive that is, without exaggeration, the most important and comprehensive library of modern stand-up comedy in existence. And what does Disney Plus have to offer in this arena? Crickets. The sound of tumbleweeds blowing through an empty comedy club. Their idea of humor is a witty quip from a CGI raccoon. The absence of stand-up comedy on Disney Plus isn't just a content gap, it's a philosophical one. It reveals a fundamental lack of interest in sharp, unfiltered adult perspectives. Netflix provides a global microphone for the funniest and most provocative voices on the planet. Disney Plus provides a laugh track. Netflix documentaries consistently dominate the cultural conversation. When a major documentary drops on Netflix, it doesn't just get watched, it becomes an event. It triggers a global investigation, dominates social media for weeks, and changes the way we see the world. Think of the absolute seismic impact of Tiger King, the chilling revelations of Making a Murderer, or the deeply moving stories in The Last Dance. Netflix has cornered the market on the kind of must-watch, unscripted storytelling that feels more compelling and shocking than any fictional drama. They have a genius for identifying bizarre subcultures, unsolved mysteries, and incredible human stories, then packaging them into slick, addictive narratives that captivate millions. Disney Plus, with its Nat Geo hub, offers beautifully shot but ultimately safe nature documentaries. They are educational, pleasant, and entirely forgettable. They show you the majesty of a lion hunting on the savannah. Netflix introduces you to Joe Exotic and makes you question the very nature of sanity. Netflix documentaries don't just inform you. They grab you by the collar, shake you, and force you to have an opinion. Disney Plus docs are what you put on in the background on a Sunday afternoon. Netflix docs are what you and your friends will be obsessively texting about all week. The user interface is the slickest and most intuitive in streaming. Using the Netflix interface is a frictionless, almost telepathic experience. It's the product of over a decade of obsessive data analysis and refinement, resulting in an interface that just works. It's fast, responsive, and intelligently designed to get you from browsing to watching in the shortest time possible. The auto-playing previews, the dynamic rows that shift based on your mood, and the simple, effective profile management are all testaments to a company that puts user experience above all else. Then there's Disney Plus. Navigating its interface feels less like streaming and more like walking through a corporate brand museum. You are presented with a static, uninspired wall of 6 giant tiles. Marvel, Pixar, Star Wars? As if you're a child who can only think in terms of franchises. Discovery is an afterthought. It's a top-down system designed by marketers to funnel you toward their tentpole properties. Netflix's UI is a conversation, constantly learning from you and suggesting new, exciting paths. Disney Plus's is a lecture, repeatedly pointing you back to the same 5 things it wants you to watch. One is a custom-tailored journey, the other is a guided tour of the company's store. Netflix and chill is a cultural verb for a reason. Language doesn't lie. When a brand name transcends its product to become a globally recognized verb, it has achieved a level of cultural saturation that marketing departments can only dream of. Netflix and chill isn't just a meme, it's a shorthand for the modern dating ritual, a casual invitation, a cozy night in. It signifies comfort, ease, and a shared cultural experience. It is etched into the zeitgeist. Now, try saying, "Let's Disney Plus and hang out." It sounds clunky, sterile, and deeply uncool. It conjures images of watching Moana with your little cousin, not a romantic evening. The phrase is a non-starter because the brand itself lacks that effortless, adult-oriented cool. Disney Plus is what you put on for the family. Netflix is what you put on when the family goes to bed. This linguistic dominance is not trivial. It proves that Netflix has integrated itself into the very fabric of our social lives in a way Disney, for all its corporate power, simply hasn't. One platform is just a service you subscribe to. The other is a fundamental part of how we live, date, and relax. No one is sliding into DMs asking to Hulu and cuddle. Case closed. Case. It takes risks on visionary creators that Disney never would. Netflix's entire content strategy is built on a foundation of audacious bets. They write massive checks to visionary and sometimes notoriously difficult creators, effectively telling them, "Here's a mountain of money. Go make your masterpiece. We trust you." This is how you get Martin Scorsese directing an epic like The Irishman, when traditional studios balked. It's how you get Alfonso Cuarón's deeply personal, black and white masterpiece Roma, or the Wachowskis' sprawling, genre-defying series Sense. Payto. Netflix has become a modern-day patron of the arts for auteurs who want to operate outside the rigid, committee-driven studio system. Disney, on the other hand, is a fortress of brand management. A director doesn't get hired by Disney, they get assimilated. They are given a pre-existing cinematic universe, a set of strict guidelines, and the primary task of not breaking the toy. Visionaries who don't fit the mold, like Edgar Wright on Ant-Man, are famously shown the door. While Disney searches for compliant directors to steer their billion-dollar franchises, Netflix searches for unique voices to build new worlds. It's the difference between being a filmmaker and being a very well-paid theme park ride operator. You get a constant stream of fresh content, not month-long droughts. A Netflix subscription is a promise of perpetual novelty. Every single Friday, without fail, the platform unleashes a new wave of original movies, series, and specials. The homepage is a living, breathing entity, constantly refreshing with new things to discover. This relentless release schedule creates a sense of endless possibility and ensures you're never more than a few days away from your next potential obsession. It makes the subscription feel vital and indispensable. Disney Plus, in contrast, operates on a feast or famine model. They'll drop a big Marvel or Star Wars show, which is exciting for a few weeks. But then what? An abyss. A content desert where the only thing to do is rewatch old animated classics or explore the back catalog of a D-list Avenger. These month-long droughts are agonizing for subscribers, making the service feel less like a dynamic platform and more like a digital box set you've already finished. The constant, reliable cadence of Netflix releases respects the subscriber's investment. It says, "We're always working to entertain you." The sporadic, top-heavy Disney Plus schedule says, "Here's your one big show for the quarter. See you in 3 months." Netflix wins the prestigious awards that actually matter. For years, the old guard of Hollywood sneered at Netflix as a mere tech company, a distributor unworthy of serious artistic consideration. Now, they live in fear. Netflix has shattered the glass ceiling, not just competing at, but dominating the most prestigious award ceremonies. With films like Roma, The Power of the Dog, and All Quiet on the Western Front, it has become a perennial powerhouse at the Academy Awards, racking up nominations and wins in major categories like Best Picture and Best Director. On the television side, with shows like The Crown and Ozark, it consistently goes head-to-head with HBO at the Emmys for the title of television's most acclaimed producer. Disney Plus, their award strategy seems to be, how many technical Emmys can we win for a show about a guy in a helmet? While they clean up in categories for visual effects and sound editing, essentially awards for budget, Netflix is busy collecting trophies for writing, directing, and acting. It's the ultimate validation. While Disney Plus wins awards for its craft, Netflix wins awards for its art. The industry's most respected voices have made their choice clear, and they're not handing out golden statues for nostalgia. It's a global platform, not an American brand extension. Netflix's global identity is woven into its very DNA. It operates with a decentralized production model, empowering local teams in countries all over the world to create content that is authentic to their culture. This results in a platform that feels genuinely international, where a hit from South Korea can sit proudly next to a blockbuster from the UK. The service doesn't just cater to a global audience, it is built by a global community. Disney Plus, despite its worldwide availability, remains fundamentally an American export. It's a platform for distributing Disney's American-made content to the rest of the world. Its core identity is inextricably linked to Hollywood, its iconic American theme parks, and a century of American pop culture dominance. When you browse Netflix, you feel like a world traveler, discovering incredible stories you would never have otherwise encountered. When you browse Disney Plus, you feel like a tourist visiting the American Pavilion at Epcot. It's a beautifully polished, high-quality export, but it's an export nonetheless. One service reflects the world as it is, diverse, multilingual, and interconnected. The other reflects one company's hugely successful, yet distinctly American, vision of the world. The platform's tech, like the skip intro button, respects your time. Netflix's dominance isn't just about content, it's about a relentless, user-obsessed approach to technology. Every feature is designed with one goal: to remove friction and enhance the viewing experience. The skip intro button is the perfect encapsulation of this philosophy. It's a simple, elegant solution to a universal annoyance, a small act of mercy that collectively saves humanity millions of hours. The Smart Downloads feature, which automatically preloads the next episode for offline viewing, is another stroke of genius. The seamless transition from one device to another, the pristine 4K streaming quality, it's all part of a tech ecosystem that feels like it's from the future. Disney Plus, while functional, lacks this innovative spark. Its technology is serviceable, not revolutionary. It does the job, but it rarely delights you or makes you think, wow, that's clever. It feels like it was built by a committee focused on meeting basic requirements, not by engineers obsessed with perfecting the user journey. Netflix innovates on the user's behalf, anticipating needs you didn't even know you had. Disney Plus provides a perfectly adequate player for its content. One company is a tech pioneer. The other is a content company that had to learn tech. Netflix built the streaming world. Disney Plus just lives in it. Let's not forget our history. Netflix is the architect, the pioneer, the trailblazer that single-handedly dragged the entertainment industry kicking and screaming into the 21st century. They invented the subscription streaming model as we know it. They normalized binge watching. They proved that a streaming service could produce Emmy and Oscar-winning original content. They built the roads, the bridges, and the entire infrastructure of the digital entertainment landscape. Every other streaming service, Disney Plus included, is simply driving on the highway that Netflix paved. Disney's entry into streaming wasn't an act of innovation, it was an act of capitulation. After years of licensing their content to Netflix and watching it thrive, they finally realized they were missing out and launched a defensive copycat service. Disney Plus is a follower, a Johnny-come-lately powered by a century-old back catalog and a massive marketing budget. It brings nothing new to the table in terms of technology, distribution, or user experience. Netflix is the revolutionary. Disney Plus is the empire striking back. And as we all know, true innovation and cultural change always come from the rebels, not the empire. It has something for every single member of the household, not just the kids. Imagine a typical household. There's a teenager obsessed with dark sci-fi, a dad who loves gritty crime dramas, a mom who binges historical epics, and a young child who wants cartoons. On Netflix, this family is perfectly catered for, all under one roof. The platform's vast and varied library is a true digital smorgasbord, offering high-quality options for every possible demographic and taste. It's a one-stop entertainment solution. Now, consider that same family trying to use Disney Plus. The child is in heaven, with an endless supply of animated classics and Pixar films. The teenager might enjoy the Marvel shows for a while, but what about the parents? Once they've exhausted the handful of adult-ish Star Wars shows, they're left scrolling through a desert of family-friendly fare. The platform's appeal is incredibly lopsided, heavily skewed towards a younger audience. Disney Plus is essentially the world's most expensive and elaborate kids section. Netflix, by contrast, is the entire department store. It understands that a household isn't a monolith. It's a collection of individuals with unique tastes, and it masterfully serves them all. Netflix originals feel like events, not just content obligations. When a big Netflix show is about to drop, you can feel it in the air. The marketing blitz is a masterclass in building hype. Trailers become viral sensations, social media is flooded with theories and memes, and on release day, it feels like the entire world is watching together. A new season of Stranger Things, or Bridgerton, isn't just another TV show, it's a full-blown cultural event, a shared experience that dominates the conversation for weeks. Netflix has perfected the art of making its originals feel urgent, exclusive, and essential. Disney Plus content, even for its biggest franchises, often feels more like a contractual obligation. Another Marvel show arrives precisely on schedule to fill a gap in the release calendar and keep the IP machine churning. The buzz is often confined to existing fan communities, and the sense of a global, must-see-now event is rarely achieved. It feels less like a premiere and more like the next item rolling off the content assembly line. Netflix makes you feel like you're attending the year's biggest party. Disney Plus makes you feel like you're checking items off a corporate roadmap. It doesn't need a nostalgia crutch to keep you subscribed. The core value proposition of Disney Plus is nostalgia. Its entire business model is predicated on the deep emotional connection you have with characters and stories from your childhood. It's a powerful, effective strategy, but it's also a creative crutch. The platform is essentially a vault of past glories, a beautifully packaged trip down memory lane. Its new content is almost exclusively designed to service that nostalgia, endlessly spinning off, remaking, and creating prequels for a handful of core brands. Netflix, having no century-old archive to lean on, was forced to build its empire on the most valuable currency of all: new ideas. Its value proposition is the promise of tomorrow, not the comfort of yesterday. It keeps you subscribed by constantly surprising you with fresh, original stories that create new fandoms and new memories. It has to earn your loyalty every single month with the quality and originality of its latest offerings. Disney Plus banks on you never wanting to let go of the past. Netflix bets that you're more excited about the future. One is a comfortable walk through a museum, the other is a thrilling leap into the unknown. Netflix is an entertainment service, not a digital theme park. At its core, Netflix is a pure entertainment platform. Its singular mission is to find the best stories from around the world, regardless of genre, tone, or origin, and deliver them to you with maximum convenience. The platform is a blank canvas, a neutral host for a diverse array of creative voices. It has no brand identity to protect beyond a reputation for quality and variety. Disney Plus, on the other hand, is not a standalone entertainment service. It is a digital extension of the Disney mega brand. Every piece of content is a commercial for another part of the corporate ecosystem: the theme parks, the merchandise, the cruise lines. It's a meticulously curated, vertically integrated experience designed to immerse you deeper into the Disney magic. This is why it feels so creatively constrained and risk-averse. The content can't just be a good show. It has to be a Disney show, fitting within a narrow band of acceptable tones and themes. Netflix is a service that wants to show you the world. Disney Plus is a walled garden that wants to show you its world. One is a window, the other is a mirror. And there you have it, 21 undeniable reasons why the original streaming king still wears the crown. We've talked volume, variety, and sheer creative guts. Thanks for watching and weighing in. Now, we want to hear your final arguments. Drop them in the comments and keep the debate alive. If you enjoyed this breakdown, consider subscribing for more. This is 21 Reasons Why. Epic debates, legendary comments.